Sergeant Mike Richardson, can you tell us what happened today, sir?
Yeah, so this month of July we're doing our selective traffic enforcement project for modified motor vehicles, unnecessary noise and speeding. And I'm out on patrol as traffic services and utilizing, police cruisers such as this one and others, fully marked units as well. I was in the area of Division Street, saw a black motor vehicle go southbound on Division Street, and I heard it before I saw it. So then that draws my attention, and when I'm on patrol, I do leave my window down so I can hear vehicle noises or people calling for help, that type of thing, right? So I saw it go past me and I followed it. The motor vehicle turned off a division onto University Ave West. I conducted a traffic stop, walked up to the driver, advised him he's being audio and video recorded because of our police camera. And
no camera yet, though. Like no camera. You have no camera yet. It's just audio. Is it?
That's audio and video.
Oh, is it audio video?
Audio, video.
Oh,
yes.
That's right. Forgive me. The personal ones they're the ones.
Not the body camera, but
just,
this police car.
Sorry.
Is fully kitted with audio video recording device.
Sorry to interrupt.
So then I told him I was pulling him over for the noise of the coming from the exhaust in the muffler area, that I was going to conduct a roadside safety inspection. He advised me that he was aware of that. I requested his driver's license, registration, insurance. I pointed out one document for his insurance he hadn't received, but he did have a paper, so I took that into account. I had him take the keys out of the ignition because I had to get down on my hands and knees by the muffler area of the motor vehicle and conducted an inspection of it using my flashlight. So I did that, and he did follow that. He was very, very cooperative. I did an inspection of the mufflers on the motor vehicle, and absolutely no baffles seen. So I could see from that tailpipe all the way up into the pipe. He had a wrap around it, but that is not a baffle. That's not an approved muffler. So that muffler is improper. And it freely allows the noise to come from the engine all the way down the pipe, possibly through a catalytic converter. I didn't look at that because I didn't have a mirror, but I will have a mirror in the future. And then it goes right out, the sound just travels out. So there's no muffler per se stopping the noise, right? There's no baffle in the way, reducing the noise, what mufflers do for motor vehicles. I then checked all the lights and signals, front and rear. They passed. I then noticed that the suspension appeared lower on the motor vehicle. So I had him start the car up and turn his steering all the way to the left. I observed wear marks on the tire, like actually in the tread area where it's been touching the fender. I then went to the other side, had him turn all the way to the right, and I could see the same. And being that it was a safe area right by the sidewalk for me, I got down on my hands and knees, took my flashlight, and I could clearly see where the front tires, when turned all the way to the right, are touching the fender of the motor vehicle. So that there is unsafe motor vehicle right there. However, being that he was cooperative, I decided this could be an education piece as well. So I continued the inspection, walked up to him, asked him to use his wipers. He said they do not work. And then I asked him to use his horn. He says it does not work. So a motor vehicle must have a sounding device, which is a horn. That's another unsafe, right? Being that he was cooperative with me, and being that this is a time for education as well, related to our STEP program for July, I charged him with 2 offenses under the Highway Traffic Act. One is for the muffler, improper muffler, and the other one's improper tires. I gave him a warning on no horn, and I gave him a warning or a caution on the wipers. I did explain to the male that I could charge him under a Part 3 offense, notice to defendant or summons to defendant, whereby I could compel him to court for a maximum of $2,000 for each fine. The other way that I went was Part 1 offense notice, and it's $110 each, no demerit points. He had his employer show up here, who is a certified mechanic. I had discussed some of the information with him, in his, area when it was being picked up, or in his company, and I showed the certified mechanic exactly where the tire is touching that car, which makes it unsafe.
That could be could you see the tread wear from where the...
There's chunks right out of the tire. There's wear marks, rub marks. Yeah, totally unsafe. And I mean, yeah, it's been argued in the past that I'm not a certified mechanic. No, I am not. But I do work a lot of joint force initiatives with the Ministry of Transportation, who are certified mechanics. the Ministry of Environment, who are enforcement officers, the Ontario Provincial Police, Port Hope Police Service, and other agencies, right? So I do learn. I have been a police officer over 25 years now, so I do have my knowledge and experience.
One thing that I would say, and again, this is, correct me if I'm wrong, what you see is obvious as well, because if the tire is obviously rubbing against, if I can say, the fender, that's something I would say, and I might go out on a limb, but you don't need to be a mechanic for that.
No, and exactly. And I mean, I have my observation. I mean, a tire is put together for a reason with rubber, steel belts, to keep us safe at speeds on the highway. So when there's any, damage done to a tire at a high speed, that tire could come apart. Now you're dealing with a whole different dangerous situation, right? The muffler, it's noise. We're getting a lot of noise complaints, and with Cobourg Police Service, plus the town of Cobourg as well, are getting a lot of speeds in the area. Modified motor vehicles causing the noise, right? Well, obviously it's the driver that's doing it, right? But ultimately, we're out here as police trying to keep people safe that use the roads, right? And I use the roads. I'm off duty quite a bit of the time. I want people driving around this area with safe vehicles. My family's out here as well. So am I, right? I'm not a policeman all the time, right? So it's the safety of all and our citizens of Cobourg.